Welcome to She Speaks by Atleta Filipina, our conversations with Filipina champions. We want to have candid conversations with our athletes on their struggles, wins, and secrets to excellence that will inspire everyone to push limits, rise stronger, and win their own battles in life. I'm Bigo, your host. And to introduce your guest for today's episode, she is our first ever Filipina MMA World Champion in one championship. Last January 11, she scored a technical knockout victory over Aliona Rasohina of Ukraine to become one interim women's atomweight MMA World Champion. But the journey to get there was one of the most arduous journeys that any athlete could ever go through. A really long waiting season that tested her faith, and we are excited to hear her story. Let's welcome Denise Zamboanga. Hi Denise, how are you?
Hi, thank you for having me. Thank you for having me here.
Ayun, so when we start our episode naman sa She Speaks, we like to start it with the uplifting, positive, and light question lang. So yun, yung question ko for you is, what would a dream rest day look like for you?
For me, rest day ko lang is to spend time with my family. And of course, every time nag-rest day ako talagang nilalaan ko siya kay Lord. Yung Sunday ko is for Lord only.
So it's really a full family day. And do you get that naman every week despite your busy schedule?
Talagang hindi ako naglalagay ng ibang schedule. Talagang Sunday ko is for Lord and for family lang.
Oh, I love that. Ayun. Okay, so we'll now want to get to know more about you and your journey to becoming to make history as the first Filipina MMA World Champion. So first paano ka nagsimula naman sa athletic career mo na MMA na kaagad or nag-start ka muna somewhere?
I started when I was a kid, when I was 17. My brother influenced me to train karate. So, sumasama ko sa kanya every Saturday to train with the boys and sometimes with girls din.
Ayun. So, paano ka naman shift to MMA?
Shifting to MMA, parang nagsabi lang si brother na parang, Denise, do you wanna try fighting MMA? Parang ganun lang. And then eventually, when we were training together, dito lang sa parang garahe lang ng house namin, is dalawa lang kami, tapos almost wala pang parang mga 5 square meter lang yung namin, yung training namin. And tuturuan niya lang ako ng mga basic ground game, mga basic submissions, basic takedowns. And 2 months niya ako pin-repair into fighting amateur MMA. And then, ayun, doon na siya nagsimula, yung paglaban ko sa mga amateurs. And then, tuloy-tuloy yung panalo ko na parang undefeated ako nun sa amateur career ko.
Oh, pero one championship na ba yung sa... hindi
no
pa, no?
So, pa lang siya? Mga local pa lang po.
Local tournament. So,
yes po.
And you said you started karate 17 years old, tama ba?
Yes po. Karate pa lang yun.
Nag-compete ka ba sa karate and then nagustuhan mo talaga yung combat sports? Ganun ba siya?
Actually, nag-start ako ng karate noon and parang nagko-compete ako ng mga karate competitions and lagi akong parang yung time na yun parang lagi ako natatapat sa mga higher belts pero nananalo ako, nag-gold ako sa mga karate competitions. Pero may time na natatalo din ako, ganyan. Pero parang yung pag-fight ko ng karate, doon ako parang nagkaroon ng more on self-confidence and also parang more parang mas minahal ko yung martial arts kasi gusto ko yung feeling na parang na parang natatalo ako, nananalo ako, yung feeling na nananalo tsaka natatalo. Gusto ko yung feeling na yun na parang may nakakalaban ako, may nakakasapakan ako, parang mga ganun.
Yeah, and then hindi ka natatakot at all eh, makipagbugbuggan or ganun.
Actually, gusto ko kasi na ano eh, parang sa combat sports kasi parang mas na-challenge ako. So gusto ko yung part na parang mas na-challenge ko yung sarili ko.
Ayun, tapos like as you said na nagustuhan mo rin yung ano, minsan natatalo ka, 'di ba? And ano, may
Yes.
natutunan ka rin after.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Doon na parang nabibuild lalo yung character ko.
Ah, nice. And then what about your entry to one championship naman? You started 5 years ago. So how did that opportunity come up?
Before before I start in one championship, nag-work pa ako as government employee noon. And nakapag-compete na ako ng international one time before I enter one championship. Pero after, nung talaga nag-decide na ako to enter big stage is nag-decide ako na mag-resign ako sa work ko and to fly sa Thailand, pumunta mag-isa and pursue MMA.
Wow, so
Tapos doon na eventually doon na nag-start yung kinontak na ng One Championship.
okay, so in Thailand, what were you doing there?
I just doing usual. I just went there to train.
Okay, so may na-contact kang coach or may training camp ba? Paano yun nangyari?
Actually, yung Fairtex gym in Thailand, they were scouting for female fighters around the world. So I am one of the female fighter na na-scout ng gym dun sa Thailand.
Ah, ang galing pala. So really parang like the God really like opened up that
Yeah.
opportunity for you then. And then siguro yung sa journey mo naman sa one championship, like can you talk about maybe like your first ever fight on the big stage also? How was that like? And then ano yung naging highs and lows mo in the last 5 years?
My first fight, it's really difficult kasi they do have hydration test and also the pressure na kasi debut ko, parang medyo kinakabahan pa talaga ako nung mag-enter ako every time sa cage nun. Yung pressure ko and yung nervous ko entering the cage is different from my first fight to my recent fights.
Oh, yeah. And then, what about na yung going on through like the last 5 years? Like, ano yung naging highlights mo rin and then yung challenges?
There's a lot of challenges, of course. Yung mga unang fight ko, yun nga, kasi malayo ako sa family ko, nasa Thailand ako nagte-training, parang sinasabi ko, I have to sacrifice yung family, yung pagiging malayo ko sa family ko para lang talagang mas ma-develop ko yung skills ko and ma-develop ko yung pagiging MMA fighter ko. So, nag-sacrifice ako, lumayo ako sa family ko to train in Thailand. And hindi ko na masyado, parang, I would say na parang hindi ko masyado na-enjoy yung life ko before when I was training kasi talagang, ang ginawa ko lang talaga is training, tulog, kain, ganyan lang talaga ginagawa ko. Pero ngayon, when I'm back here in Philippines, I spend more time with my family. Talagang parang mas na-enjoy ko yung life ko. And parang mas na-manage ko yung time ko. Iba yung training ko before and then yung training ko ngayon. I would say na talagang binigyan ako ng Lord ng talagang maayos na plan niya sa life ko when it comes to my training schedules.
Yeah, kasi when you're also training abroad, yung iba naman gusto nila ganun kasi makapag-concentrate naman sila sa sport, diba? Pero yes, as you said, that being away from family, parang growing up with them for so long, for sure, like, sila din yung naging support system mo,
Yeah.
diba? And important yun as an athlete din na may mental support ka, may emotional
Yes.
support. So yun, like, going into that naman, like, how did you cope with those challenges naman being away from your family?
Every time na nagte-train ako, talagang inisip ko, this is for my family, this is for my dream and also for God. Talagang lagi kong iniisip na may plano si Lord yung sa mga sacrifices na nangyayari sa life ko.
Oh, so during that time, may dream ka na maging MMA world champion?
Actually, nung nag-resign ako sa work ko, I told my dad na nag-resign ako sa work ko and I want to become a world champion.
Wow. And that took so much like faith, 'di ba? Parang risk din siya. So
Yes.
paano nag-react yung dad mo and like the rest of the people? How did they react to your decision then?
Actually, my whole family, they were very supportive when it comes to my career. Sila yung talagang nagpo-push sa akin na, did you train well? Talagang nagtitraining ka ba ng maayos? Yung training mo talagang gusto nila yung parang nabubugbog pa ako, yung parang talagang maano nila na parang confident sila na para sa fight talaga mananalo eh. Parang ganun. They are very opposite to other parents na sobrang supportive. Baka masaktan ka. No. And they are very opposite.
Yeah.
Pero I like na ganun sila.
Oo. And yun yung sinasabi mo na, 'di ba, nabubugbog ka nga. Like, did that make you more confident ba in yourself? Like, how did you like take those?
Actually, every time na mas kasi ako, parang mas nasasaktan ako in training. Parang parang mas napupush ko yung sarili ko eh. Yun yung parang ko eh, yung parang motivation ko to go forward.
Like yung alam mo na dito pala ako natalo, dito pala
Yes.
ako so parang
Yes.
I will learn from this. So may natutunan
Yes.
ka for your next fight. Oh, that's yun, super great. And then I guess like last year, diba, starting last year dapat you were on the road na to your your first ever world championship title, if ever nabuo na yung fight and all that. Can you talk about like that experience naman na ano nangyari nun yung simula nung June hanggang ngayon?
There's a lot of injuries and of course challenges. There's a lot of delays, canceled fights. Pero yun yung parang I use those delays and canceled event
sino yung unang fight dapat nung June, diba?
Actually, nung June, I was supposed to fight with Stam Vertex na ng championship title na. Pero there's a problem, I think, with the date, with event, yung sa organization mismo. And then, na-cancel siya. And then, I think, na-injured si Stamp, and then after na-injured yung opponent ko, ako naman yung na-injured. So, they did interim fight yun yung recent fight ko with Aliona. And then, I won, thank God, and we will doing a unification bout in August. With Stamp, the original opponent.
Okay, nice. Ayun, so yun, you said that it was just a lot of delays then also. So what did those delays and that waiting produce in you then?
I would say na talagang mas binigyan ako ni Lord ng parang more faith sa kanya. Kasi talagang challenge ako ni Lord sa faith ko eh. Kasi parang dumating na yung point na parang Lord, is this really fight? Is this really championship for me? Pero talagang mas pinalakas ni Lord yung faith ko na sinabi niya sa akin na parang He got better plans for me.
Oo, nadismaya ka ba yung na-cancel yung first fight tung sa June?
Actually, yes. Kasi since I think 2020, umaasa na talaga ako sa championship. Kaya halos since 2020 talagang yung disappointments ko when it comes to championship andun na talaga. Pero um, parang yun na lang yung naging motivation ko. Siguro inisip ko na lang na parang these delays will help me to improve my skills pa at para mas lumakas pa talaga ako.
Oo, parang i-equip ka muna ni Lord bago
Yes.
sasabak ka talaga or to claim
Yes.
what's rightfully
Yes.
yours. Ang galing. So there was really like perfect timing din, 'di ba?
Yes, the perfect timing.
Yeah, and I guess like can you talk about Stamp also kasi like I know that during that time sobrang may hype na rin na may naging relationship na din kayo on the ring in the cage ganun.
Actually, when I started in training in Thailand, talagang nakaka-train ko na siya. Talagang kami yung sparring partner, like 5 rounds, 5 minutes kami yung magkasama. Parang there's a lot of girls there, pero talagang kami yung minamatch when it comes to sparring. Kaya talagang, and also after training namin, kumakain pa kami ng dinner together, ganyan. Kaya talagang yung closeness namin nandun.
Yeah,
Parang
so good friends.
Yeah, good friends.
Yeah, and now that you mentioned that it's parang almost like an all-girls training camp siya kasi naghahanap sila ng next female fighter, diba? Like, what was that like, being in an all-girls camp coming from the time sa Philippines, diba? Puro lalaki naman kasama mo.
Yeah. It's different kasi when girls lang talagang iba yung power kapag all girls eh. Tsaka yung namin, hindi kami masyado naiilang. Tapos parang yung every time na may lalaban sa amin, talagang minomotivate namin and tinutulungan namin yung isa't isa.
Ayan. So, and aside from the unification bout naman, like, what are you believing for and what's next naman for you?
Sorry?
What's next for you and what are you believing for?
For me, just preparing for that unification bout. Kasi for me, this is really a big fight. This is my biggest fight ever in my life. And I know God will prepare me for this fight. And I know God will give me this fight, give me this victory to inspire women, young women, female athletes, female fighters na talagang wag sumuko sa dream nila.
Yeah, and after the unification bout, kung nanalo ka, what is that title that you'll hold?
I forgot that name. I forgot that title. I think the undisputed world champion na.
Okay, I see. So, diba, like, well, now that you are a world champion and then natupad yung dream mo na yun after 5 years din, diba? So, like, now that there's so much more ahead lang din.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the Atleta Insider question. So it's just like to get a glimpse then on your behind the scenes and like how your team is like and how your training is like. So yung first guess, like, what does your day-to-day training look like now in Manila?
My day-to-day training, morning, everyday training, of course. 2 times a day training. We're doing striking. I'm doing wrestling. Halos lahat na. I'm doing jiu-jitsu. Sometimes I cross-train with other gym here in Manila. We're doing cardio training sa mga uphill mountains near dito sa Batasan, and strength and conditioning.
Okay. And then can you talk about who your support system is and then how do they support you naman?
My family, of course, and my husband, my partner, and my brother, and of course, si God.
Aw, yeah. So, there for the emotional support din and letting you achieve your
Yes.
dreams, diba? Ayun. And then, like, can you talk about the culture of your team? Siguro, like, your coaches, gano'n, and the one championship naman. Like, is it like a really good place to have a career
Mhm.
in, gano'n?
Yeah. My team, they are really like supportive when it comes to my training, and also sa pag may fight ako talagang nagsa-sacrifice sila. Kasi yung brother ko and also yung partner ko, they are also fighter. So when I have fight, they don't accept any fight just to train me. And
Ah,
yeah, like they sacrifice their fight for me. They spend almost, and they spend every day just to help me. And also for one championship, they I really love this company kasi talagang inaalagaan nila yung fighter, na kagaya ko, like alam nila yung struggle ng mga fighter. Kaya talagang tinutulungan nila na gaya ng kahit na injured yung kalaban ko, talagang binigyan nila ako ng chance na makalaban ng interim championship. Yun yung sa last fight ko.
gumagawa sila ng paraan, no? Just for the
Yes,
benefit
yes,
of the athletes. Oh, so
yes.
good. This season is made possible by Dove Philippines and Sing Life Philippines. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you stay updated when we upload new videos. Then we want to also now talk about yung just women in MMA and the bigger
Yeah.
picture of women's sports. So, yun, like, ano yung mga nagiging stigma and siguro yung wrong perceptions of women in MMA na gusto mong i-debunk or patunayan na hindi naman ganito?
Um, they, oh, lagi kong parang naririnig is yung MMA daw, especially sa women, parang sobrang delikado daw. Parang sinasabi nila na parang, bakit yun yung napili mong sport? Ganyan, ang dami-daming sport, bakit pakikipagbugbugan yung gusto mo? Lagi ko sinasabi sa kanila is, hindi yung MMA, etong combat sports na to, this is not about like physical lang eh. It's all about like, your mental, kailangan mo rin ng parang kailangan mong mag-isip din. Hindi lang siya more on physical eh. Talagang meron din siya sa may mind game din dito sa MMA. And this MMA really helped me to boost my self-confidence. And yung patience ko when it comes to training, talagang binus niya yung character ko.
Yeah.
Binuild niya yung character ko.
And sabi mo nga, confidence is one. So, may experience ka ba dati? Were you like shy? Or ano ka dati compared to now?
Actually, nagugulat yung mga schoolmates ko nung college kasi sobrang tahimik ko lang sa school. Hindi nila alam na parang bakit si Denise MMA fighter na ngayon, parang dati di siya nagsasalita sa campus. Pero ngayon nagugulat sila na parang ito yung napili kong sport. Pero yun nga, wala namang pinipili etong sport na to eh. Anyone can do this sport.
Yeah. And yun, nandito ka na sa interview din,
Yeah.
diba? She speaks. So,
Yeah.
yeah. And another question was din yun nga, like, it seems like the sport like builds your character. So, and yun nga, it is for everyone, pero you need some sort of like character or parang may,
Yeah.
position ka sa heart, diba, na in order to even get into this sport. So, ano yun dapat? Like, ano yung, kailangan mo i-prepare sarili mo bago, for women getting into MMA?
Siguro talagang isipin mo na etong sport na to, hindi lang siya pang babae eh. Wag mo isipin na parang na parang delikado siya, ganyan. Gawin mo kung ano yung kung ano yung tinitraining lang. Talagang kapag inisip mo kasi kung ano yung mga negative in this sports, parang dun na parang ano eh, parang may iba na yung mindset mo eh. Pero isipin mo lagi yung positive in this sports. Talagang wala namang imposible.
And parang ano siya eh, it feels like a specific call na enjoy mo rin yun, diba? It is...
Yes!
Yeah. Oo.
Yeah, yun yung laging sinasabi sa akin ng mga tao na parang, why do you choose this sports? I told them, dito ako nag-enjoy. Parang mas gusto ko yung ganitong challenge.
Yeah, and do you think, because you also had a corporate job din, diba? Before
Yes.
Going into the sport, did you ever expect at that time na magiging atleta ka?
Actually, hindi talaga. Kasi kung talagang in-expect ko nung bata pa lang ako, siguro hindi na ako nag-work eh. Siguro talagang, hindi, after ko graduate siguro ng college, nag-training na talaga ako ng hindi na siguro ako nag-work. Hindi ko talaga expected na magiging career ko tong MMA.
Yeah, so siguro during that time na hindi ka pa atleta, like what character was built in you that equipped you naman for your current like living out your purpose now?
Before yung pagiging mahiyain ko. Tapos before parang yung pagiging hard work ko mas nag-develop siya nung nag-start na ako sa MMA ko, yung patience ko, yung discipline ko. In everything talagang mas na-build siya.
Yeah. And then, so how can we get more women into MMA?
I would say just don't mind in everyone na kung ano man sabihin ng iba, na talagang kung talagang yung gusto mo, talagang just go into the gym, step into the gym, and then just start training. Kasi it will really boost your confidence and also your character as a woman.
Yeah, and then pag dito naman sa Pilipinas, kasi marami namang boxing gyms available, like parang
Yeah.
pag gusto nila pagpasok nila ng gym, saan sila dapat magsimula?
Actually, kahit nga walang gym kahit sa bahay lang pwede. Hindi naman siya pero just start hitting pads, something like that. Talagang lang, start mo lang kasi doon na talaga lahat nagsisimula eh. Sa mga basics, ganyan, sa mga ayan. Hindi naman kailangan pagpunta mo doon talagang sobrang technical na, sobrang for advanced na eh. Just start basics.
So do you have to do it like one discipline at a time? Like for example, you start with boxing or you start with karate. Ganun ba siya? Pag nagsisimula?
I think start ka muna kung saan mo parang nafe-feel na siguro kung feel mo na gusto mo mag-striking, just start doing striking first, and then eventually kapag medyo napapractice mo na yung striking, go to jiu-jitsu or wrestling, something like that. One step by step, yeah.
Step by step. So inaral mo yun lahat, no, Denise? Lahat ng discipline.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, we had that boxing clinic nga last Saturday na yung pinost mo din.
Yeah.
Oo, yun. So we had like so many young girls come actually, which is really nice. And yun yung parang yung tinatry namin i-push kasi parang yung stigma din, like dapat medyo may edad ka na bago ka magsimula mag-boxing, ganun. Dapat dalagang Pilipina ka na, pwede ka na mag-boxing. Pero that time, like, we saw, like, girls as young as 4 years old na yung pad, tsaka yung nag-punch lang sila, ganun. So, and, yeah, like, what about yung mga coaches naman in these kinds of sports like combat sports, like how can you encourage like people to get into coaching din?
I think sobrang feeling ko naman, since marami tayong mga boxing coaches, sobrang daming talented coaches here in Philippines. Talagang ikaw na lang yung mamimili na parang ikaw na lang. Oo, kasi kahit ako, sobrang dami kong coaches nakakilala na talagang willing sila to help you to develop din eh. Talagang andun yung nila eh.
Pero karamihan sa kanila kasi lalaki, di ba?
Yes, pero if gusto mo maging fighter, gusto mo maging you don't mind if his men naman, 'di ba?
Oo.
Or are you telling me like
parang like how can
encouraging how can women become a coach?
Yes.
Yes, sobrang dami ko naman pong na girls na coach na ngayon. Yung nakakasama ko po ngayon sa strength and conditioning, coach po siya. Pero sa mixed martial arts or combat sports, sobrang bihira. Pero kapag may background ka na when it comes to martial arts, madali naman magturo. Pero for me, yun yung struggle ko din eh. Parang yun yung weakness ko eh, na parang kung how will I teach the people eh. Kasi kahit ako, nahirapan ako when it comes to coaching. Kaya it's one of the challenges.
Pero in the future, inaasahan mo naman maging coach din?
Yes, actually kapag may mga athletes na nagtatanong na parang how do you do this? Parang doon pa lang napapractice na ako na parang on how coaching works eh.
Yeah, so yun din, small beginnings for you in the future din naman. Doon tayo nagsisimula. Ayun, and then sinabi mo rin na ang daming Filipinos dito na marunong magboxing, maraming coaches. Pero what makes Filipinos successful in mixed martial arts?
I would say there's a lot of potential Filipinas na maging world champion someday. Kasi talagang, yung mga Pinay, parang natural na sa atin yung malakas eh. Kapag sinabi, when I come, nung pumunta ako sa Thailand, every time na nalalaman nila na Pilipina ako, lagi na lang sinasabi, malakas yan. Kahit hindi pa nila nakikita nagte-training, pag narinig nila na galing kang Philippines, sinasabi na nila, malakas ka. Talagang nasa na natin eh. Feeling ko nasa dugo na ng mga Pinay na talagang malakas tayo. Kaya walang imposible. Walang imposible sa atin. Everyone can be a champion. Talagang discipline, perseverance, and hard work lang. Talagang makukuha mo yung dream mo.
Yeah, I love that. Lakas ng mga kababaihang Pinay, diba?
Yes, totoo po yun.
Oo. And then, so, with that naman, like, sino yung mga naiisip mong next in line naman sa women in MMA na kilala mo ngayon?
Marami po yung mga taga-North, sa mga taga Baguio, and yung mga ibang mga taga-province din. Pero specifically, MMA, wala pa ako masyado na sa name, pero marami po ako nakikita. Kasi marami nagme-message sa akin na yung mga nagko-compete ng mga amateurs, pro-am, talagang yung mga nag-start pa lang sa MMA, sobrang laki ng potential nila.
I see. Then, so what about like young girls naman? Like may mga instances and experiences ka na may na-inspire ka na kabataan?
Marami po kasing pumupunta minsan dito sa gym. And they came to our gym to see me and also to to us paano maging world champion, ganyan. Tinatanong nila ako on how. Sabi ko lang talagang, kung gusto mo talaga maging champion, tuloy mo lang yung ginagawa mo. Kasi sobrang bihira po yung yung babae na pupunta sa gym, talagang pupush niya yung sarili niya na mag-training ng combat sports. Kaya talaga like ko sinasabi sa kanila, just step to the mats always and don't stop training. Be consistent.
Oh, I love that. Consistency din talaga. It builds
Yes.
your character din. Now, we're gonna go to the fun part of the interview. So, we have the Atleta Filipina rapid fire naman. So, I'm going to pull out a random question here naman. Mga, two to three? Yes, then we'll just answer. Yun. Here. Ito. Okay. Do you think women's sports will ever get equal coverage as men's sports in the Philippines? Why or why not?
I would say yes. Kasi mga Pinay, alam mga babae, talagang sobrang mga palaban yan. Kaya I would say yes. Mga babae, kapag sinabi nilang, tama ako, tama sila eh. Kaya talaga pag sinabi, talaga malalakas ka.
As a wife, you know, no?
Kaya I would say yes. Possible, yeah.
Oo. Sige. Okay, next question. Okay, would you rather win a championship or inspire millions of young girls to play sports? Bawal both.
Pwede ba both? I think I will just become a world champion kasi when I become a world champion, I will inspire them.
Already, diba?
So, may ano siya.
Smart yun. Okay, sige. Last question naman. Ito. Yeah. Oh, what's your ritual before a big game? Something you always do?
We always pray together as a family and a team.
Aww.
Before entering the cage, never talaga nawawala yung prayer namin.
Yeah, so
that's the power and the secret.
Yeah, yun yung secret sa SNN, the power of prayer din talaga, no? Yes, I love that. So, ayun, to wrap up naman our interview, can you share an encouragement to listeners and viewers?
I just want to inspire young and women out there to keep on believing and trust the plan of the Lord. Alam natin na may plano si Lord sa mga challenges, sa mga delays. Hindi pa man dumarating yung breakthrough natin, pero talagang magtiwala lang tayo sa Kanya.
Oh, amen. Yes. So, thank you so much, Denise, for joining us. To our listeners and viewers, follow us at Atleta Filipina on our social media accounts to catch these She Speaks episodes and our features on Filipina athletes. Again, this season is made possible by Dove Philippines and Sing Life Philippines. I'm Vigo, your host, and thank you for tuning in. Bye! This season is made possible by Dove Philippines and Sing Life Philippines. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you stay updated when we upload new videos.